The bargains of Barca's winter market. FC Barcelona is facing a season full of economic uncertainty due to the coronavirus pandemic. The azulgrana club has been forced to cut its revenue budget for next year by about 300 million, a real barbarity. As a result, wage expenditures will also need to be significantly reduced. There has already been a first pay cut for staff in total confinement. This summer has been dispensed with high-token players, Luis Suarez, Arturo Vidal, and Ivan Rakitic, among others, and the club has already begun talks with its employees, including professional athletes, to reduce again the expenses and chips for this season, which is supposed to have an even greater impact than the previous one because it has already started without an audience in the stadiums and it is not known when there will again be fans in the stands. In this context, the azulgrana club will have to take into account the economy during transfers for the 2021 to 2022 season. In this sense, yes, it has something positive. It has already evolved and has even positioned itself well with several actors who are to the taste of Ronald Koeman and the technical secretariat. This is mainly the case of Eric Garcia, 19, Manchester City, and Memphis Depay, 26, the striker of Olympique de Lyon. Both are in the same situation as the Dutch Jorginho Wijnaldum, 29 years, Liverpool. And what unites them is that all three ends up under contract in 2021 and that they are to the taste of the coach azulgrana. On the way to Eric in January. In Eric's case, Ronald Koeman shares with the technical secretary the good relationship he has with his positive development at Manchester City, which, combined with his desire to return to his former club and the fact of finishing his contract in less than a year, makes him a very appetizing defender for FC Barcelona. Both the club azulgrana and the own player believed that the city would access its transfer in the final section of the summer market, but from the English club it was required that the operation fulfill economic parameters of 20 million between fixed, 10, and variable, 10 easy achievements, and Barca was planted in a maximum of 18, 10 fixed plus 5 in simple variables and 3 more complicated. She felt that for a 19-year-old player who completed his contract in less than a year, it was not necessary to leave with the amounts requested by the city, and Eric and the azulgrana organization were located to finish the job in January of the following year. Then it will become official an agreement between the two parties with validity on July 1, 2021, and it will be asked again to Man City, which sells but in exchange for much less money, still knowing that it will hardly accept the English club, which justified its refusal and which despite having 4 central they prefer to cover the backs by if one of them is injured. Deposit, conditioned. In Depay's case, Barca conditioned his transfer to leave a point to compensate for the increase in the wage bill that would result from the arrival of the Dutch striker. In this sense, Barca wants to exclude Ousmane Dembélé, who is not one of Ronald Koeman's priorities for his team. However, within the azulgrana club, we know that it will not be easy to get a good dividend from the French extreme in a winter market marked by the pandemic. Otherwise, there is also the possibility of Martin Braithwaite Wijnaldum on the list. Meanwhile, Jorginho Wijnaldum is also on the transfer list of coach Kuhl, who had no trouble acknowledging him publicly in a recent interview for Dutch television Noos. In the summer, it was not a priority, as he insisted more on signing a central like Eric and a striker like Depay, but in the summer, Barca will assess whether it suits versatile support that is free. That yes, all this is necessary to start closing it now and, of course, at the expense of if in January there is a new technical area. But the 3 bargains are here.